Alright, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to ARL Season 3 Prodigy here at Hungary. So, I'm old mate James, and tonight I've got Tazza here with me. Winner of last night's race? You won last night,
Yeah.
didn't you, Tazza?
Yes, winner.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
I couldn't remember what happened after all that commotion with the safety car towards the end of the
Yeah,
race.
the
So,
10 safety cars included.
yeah, yep. So, alright, we are just starting qualifying here, and it's looking pretty bit foggy out there. So don't know what the weather's going to be like. We're not seeing every single driver rush out of the pits immediately though, so probably not going to rain, at least not yet.
Yeah,
Uh,
it looks like it's not going to rain straight away. We obviously cannot see what they're seeing. There's a few cars jumping out quite quickly, though.
yeah, there are quite a few coming out. Probably we've got about 5 people, 6 people remaining in the pits though. So it'll be interesting to see if they end up paying the price for that later on in the session. But at the moment, it just looks real hazy, no look like rain. So who do you think is in for a good run in here at Hungary, Tazza?
Jeez, I don't know. There's a few quick guys from looking at their TTs. Husey put in quite a good lap. I know Base Inch was hyping himself up, and he's actually gone out on the mediums too. So looks like he might be quite competitive. I mean, I'm hoping for my Alpine boys. Bit of bias there, but you know, I think they're going to do quite well. So I think it's going to be quite tight in this one.
What do you reckon is going to be a competitive time on the mediums by Bassett, right? So pole position, if it doesn't rain by the end of this qualifying session, we're probably going to get what, 15.4, 15, maybe just below 15.4? What do you reckon the mediums are going to be able to put?
Jeez, the mediums. See the drop off between the two. The mediums are so durable around here compared to the soft, but the soft is so quick and outright pace. So it's going to be hard for him to qualify quite high on that tire. That I think the deficit's like a second and a half or something here between the two. So
Oh,
I don't know.
that's a big difference.
Yeah, if he can get anywhere, I don't know, in the 16s, low 16, that would be quite competitive on the meds, I'd assume.
Yeah. He has started his hot lap now, as quite a few of these drivers have. So we'll have to keep an eye on him and see what sort of time he sets in about a minute around the circuit here. At the
Yeah.
moment, we're riding him with King Cairo here, and I think the Ferrari in front of him is on the first one to do a hot lap. Oh no, Lemon's the first one. There you go. So we've got a 15.6 already, first time of the session.
Yeah, I think that's going to come down a fair bit. I think we're going to see some 14s today for sure. That's a good lap for a banker.
You reckon we'll see the 14s? I wouldn't be surprised if we see the 14s, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't.
Yeah, it's a wow buster with a 15.4 right out the back
Yeah,
there.
that's real good.
Wow, that's a good lap time. Uh, Jeez, wow.
Good JJ about to start his hot lap here as well. He's been doing really well this season. Expecting good things from him, so I would not be surprised to see him set a really competitive time. So we'll
Yeah,
jump on board with him.
yeah, this is gonna be a good watch. I was watching him earlier, speaking to him earlier, and he said he wasn't feeling that confident. So now's the time. We'll see whether he is that confident or not.
Is he? So he's a little bit worried, is he? That's interesting from him because
For him,
he's a
he's
pretty
at
strong
rapid
driver.
pace. Yeah, rapid pace so far this season. So oh,
Very close to invalidating there, but
nearly
keeps it in, it
invalidated
keeps
there.
it in the track limits.
Wow.
Got a real good line through all of these corners. Chicane probably could have been a little bit tighter, but it's not bad. Hopefully he doesn't get any dirty air off Swag here, but it
Yeah, so
doesn't.
is Swag gonna get out of the way here?
I think Swag might be on a hot lap as well. Oh, you know, he
No,
has the red light
Harvest,
flashing.
Harvest is
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Oh, that must be annoying for JJ. He's definitely going to be getting affected by dirty air there. Yeah, I see a big squabble there. I think we'll see what this time is then, because I think he definitely improve on that.
There you go.
Wow,
15.6.
15.6.
Yeah.
There you go.
So not a
I think
bad
he'll
effort.
definitely go quicker than that. Yeah. that dirty air here. I think it's like when you're within 6 or 7 tenths of the car ahead here, the dirty air kicks in. So he definitely would have
Uh,
lost a bit of time in that final sector.
does the dirty air come into play in qualifying? Like, how does that work? I'm not too familiar with how
Yeah,
that works in a qualifying session.
yeah, that's a good
I'm
point on there.
assuming it's still the same as it
Yeah,
would in a race, but
I'd say it's the same as the race. I actually don't know. Yeah, but I'd say it's very similar to the race. I don't see why it would be any different. If anyone in chat can let us know if they know the answer to
yeah.
that one.
Yeah. Also, if anyone in chat knows the weather for the race, we'd be super interested in finding that out as well. Valhalla invalidates in the last corner, but it was an
Very
18.9
unfortunate.
anyway. So,
Yeah, that's okay.
all right. So we've got laps set by most of the drivers here. Current best is Buster with a 15.4, and it's still just under 12 minutes left to go in this qualifying session. So I would expect to see that come down quite a bit still. And so you reckon, Tazza, we're going to see a 14?
I think so. I mean, interesting to note here, Basinch only did a 17.5 on those mediums.
Yeah,
So possible that, I'm comparing that a second and a half off his TT times, saying 16. So, maybe the tire. Well, I think he's lost his front wing there as well.
yeah, he
Driving
has.
around with no front wing.
He lost his front
Um,
wing and he invalidated big time. So something must have happened.
yeah, something's happened big time for him there. I think. Yeah, I don't know. The 14s might be pushing it as Drix there just did a 15.3.
Yeah, that's a good effort by Driggs.
So that's a very rapid lap time. That's already 2 tenths quicker than, well, a tenth and a half quicker than pole yesterday. So, and 10 minutes left. We saw yesterday in the last sort of 4 or 5 minutes the track evolution really came into play. The grip just went insanely higher towards the end of the session. So
Yeah, so I think
especially today.
below the 5 minute mark is when the track starts to reach its sort of like final evolution of like rubbered in and whatnot. So
Yeah,
usually that's
exactly.
when you see the times come down significantly. And we've got one of our viewers, Lemon Dust, in the chat reckons the forecast, according to the approximate weather in the game, is a 24% chance of rain at the start of the race and then easing after that. Oh, we've actually got Grovesy DNF'd
Oh, that's unfortunate. He was
on the
saying to
exit
me
of
he was
turn
very
3 there.
confident. Oh, that's very unfortunate. He's just lost the car through that quick right-hander there, which is easy to do in qualifying if you're running a very aggressive setup.
He was on the mediums too. So he set a
Oh, wow.
15.8 on the softs, and then he was on a medium hot lap
Yeah, okay, he
when
must be
he
feeling
lost
very
it.
confident. That's unfortunate for him. That's a shame. I guess if he gets knocked out of the top 10 here, he will get a free tyre choice for the start of the race. So
I
it's
mean, I don't.
probably
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think he probably will be knocked out of the top.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys, Fluxy, Husey, Nordal, they all could very much go. And Basinch here is starting to go out. He's just setting an outlap now on softs, so that'd be one to watch for a bit here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've still got Tico, who's yet to set a time as well, who's currently on a hot lap at the moment.
Yeah, it's just coming down through the end of the second.
Almost invalidates, just keeps it in.
That quick right-hander there is very easy to accidentally run wide as Chew goes fastest of 15.2.
So I found
That is very quick.
that right-hander there that we were talking about. If you do run wide on the exit, if you actually just stay wide and keep it forward and stay off the track for like until the cement ends and come back on, it actually doesn't invalidate your lap or give you a
Right.
win.
Oh, there you go.
Which is really strange behavior, but
Yeah,
apparently that's how
very.
the game works. So
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing there.
yeah. So Tico, oh, we got another DNF. Mickey DeWiz, just after turn 5, by the look of it. Oh no, no, sorry, second last corner. It's got flag coming up on him now. We'll see if we can get a look. I have a feeling his car will despawn by the time flag.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a very easy corner as well to you know, if you run a little bit too deep into there and hit the curb, that's like an auto spin curb into that far. Oh dear, who was that Nordle going very or was that Swagbag going very sideways in the pit lane?
That must have been Swag because Nordle's just come out the pit exit.
Oh yeah, Swagbag just. I think you got an absolute tank slapper coming into the pits there.
Nordle's on his outlap now, and it'll be good to see what sort of time he can set. Because I'm certain he can drop that 16.3. I know he can do better than that.
Yeah, that.
So he just gives way to some of these other cars behind him. Doesn't want to accidentally interfere with their hot laps. Gives them plenty of space on the grass with those tires. I'll be a bit hesitant to quite
Bit
do
dirty.
that.
I mean, he can definitely cool them off a bit, or clean them off, I should say.
Ooh, he's gone off onto the grass very aggressively. He's real worried about impeding. Doesn't want to get any penalties or in any trouble from impeding.
Again, Husey and JJ, two very quick drivers. They'll probably be trying to set better times as well. I think they're both on flyers as well.
I think Hughes on an outlap because he just dives out of the way of JJ.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Well, JJ runs wide, doesn't invalidate, and sets a purple second sector.
Oh, absolutely flying.
So we
Obviously, he was down at 177 on his time, so this will get him
okay.
a fair bit closer to the top here. As Liquefied goes out of quali, not too sure.
Sector 3 was where he lost a lot of time on his first top lap, though.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's
wow.
close.
Very close to Lemon's time. Look at how close it is at the top three there. Just over half a tenth.
Yeah,
That's
just separating. That's crazy.
Wow, what a lap then. Yeah, so that I think
Lemon
he was
game.
only. Yeah, Lemon P1. JJ there, that confirms then he lost a lot of time in that final sector because I think he gained about
it was
10 and a half up and then he gained about 2/10 or more in that final sector.
Yeah, I think as we said, it was all that dirty air that he ran into.
Yeah,
Like he wasn't necessarily like blocked or anything like that, but he just sort of ended up gaining too much time on the car in front, which sort of gave him that bad error.
It's gonna jump on Basinch is on his flyer now, I think, or has he got the harvest on?
Yeah, it looks like he is.
It looks like he's on a flyer. He has
no,
improved medium time. No, he's pulled out of that one. Yeah.
Nordle is though. Nordle's coming around now into the last corner.
Oh yeah.
Keeps it pretty tight. He touches the inside curb just a little bit, but not enough to really affect him. Goes a little bit wide.
A little bit wide than what he wants to there.
Wasn't too bad though. And a 15.6. He can definitely improve on that time, so it'll be interesting to see.
He lost a bit more again. It seems to be that yesterday was the middle sector catching everyone out, but it seems to be the last sector today catching a few out a bit here.
Yeah, definitely. We've got only Valhalla is the only one to set a time on the medium tires. Basink did go for a time, but lost his front wing. Grovesy went for a time, but lost his entire car, so...
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Mickey there. I think that was that final sector incident, wasn't it?
Yeah, we missed... Yeah, Mickey was in exit of the second last corner, and then we missed Liquefy. Let's see what happened to him.
That was just in the middle of Sector 2 there. I think it was just coming out of the chicane. He lost the car.
Yeah, okay. Buster... about to cross the line, does not improve. So he's sitting on his 15.4, which was one of the first laps set in this session. Surprising.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Thought he would have been able to improve now that the track has rubbed in. It's unfortunate he must have maybe just had a little bit of a few mistakes here and there.
Yeah. I mean, he could have definitely just made mistakes on there. I mean, usually by this time, this is when the track hit. It does look like he's going for a second push lap, however.
Yeah, is he going for back-to-back hot laps here? Or was he on an out lap and I misread it?
No, I think he was pushing, but he's going back to harvesting now.
Yeah, he's a bit
push.
It's probably going to go.
So unfortunately, 3 minutes left. I don't know if he'll have time to pit and get out again.
3 minutes. Yeah, I'd probably that's enough time. That's enough time. for where he is on the track,
Ah, yeah, true. He's coming into
because
the final
it's
section now.
what if you really wanted to, you could do an outlap in 30 quite easily,
Yeah,
and it'd still be all right, probably. It depends
exactly
how much
right.
traffic and stuff you run into, and things like that, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Who else do we have on an? We have JJ out on an outlap now.
We've got Kyle on a hot lap, currently on a 16.0 in P14, and he'll definitely be hoping to improve on that time. He's about to finish the end of Sector 2, and he's 3/10ths down on his time, so that'll look at putting him around the P8, P9
Yeah,
on the grid.
between Fuxi and Swagpad there somewhere,
Yeah,
depending on his final sector. His final sector looks fairly clean here. Got on the power quite nicely. Nice and tight on that final corner. This looks like a solid lap, actually.
yeah, that was
Oh,
really
look
well
at
by
that.
him. Made big
Six
improvements
and
in
a
the third
half
sector, as you
tenths.
said.
6.5 tenths. Yeah, so it's definitely that final sector. I think now the track's throbbing in. Everyone's. I know that second to last corner there for the guys who are running no traction control. It is very easy to get caught out
Yeah,
losing
definitely,
traction there.
definitely.
So,
That's one of the sort of slower corners where you have to be careful.
got JJ starting his hot lap now. This will be one to watch.
What sort of wings do you think these guys are going to be running? Because I know me personally, I do 11:11 here at Hungary. What
I
did you
think
run last night?
I ran 11:11 in quali and then 10:11 in the
Yeah, okay.
race. A little bit of overtaking, which actually worked out in my favour a bit. And so we'll just see JJ. I think most of them will be. JJ
Ooh,
just did an
purple.
exactly even
Oh, did
to
he?
his own time. Yeah.
That's
He got the
good.
plus minus symbol, so that's good. And it was purple, so that means he's fastest in the first sector.
Yeah, that's
Could
really
be
good.
could be running lower wings than everyone else, possibly. Oh, this be interesting to
Yeah,
watch
I
here.
think the majority of people are definitely sort of going for those higher wings because
Always.
you lose too much time in Sector 2 and 3 if you don't really run.
Yeah,
Like, it's not worth the time you save on the straight.
yeah. Plus, this track has so many traction zones. Be nice if I could speak. There's so many traction zones here, especially this final corner in that last sector. So running the look at
Oh,
that pole
he
position
does
for
pip him.
JJ at 15-1.
Improves his
I
time
think
by a tenth.
I think he was lying to me earlier. Said he wasn't that confident. Jeez. Well, that makes me wonder who is out here that can.
Uh,
Lemons on a flying
yeah,
lap.
Lemon's on a hot lap. We'll see if Lemon can get him back.
It's just started. This will be interesting. So he's got to gain about what is it? About 800ths of a second. So see how he is. He's up on his own time in the first sector. That's not what he wants. It definitely ruins your confidence.
How far up was he? I didn't manage to catch it.
He was 400ths of a second up on his own time. So
400ths isn't too
marginally,
bad.
yeah, very little amount. Depends. Oh, that was very wide. I don't know how that didn't invalidate.
I don't know either. Oh, Drix has just pipped Lemon
Oh, same
P2.
with that. Oh wow, what a lap! See
That was
how
a
close.
that was a purple sector too. He is still
Yeah,
up on his
yeah.
previous time, but
He's 100th of a second, mind you, which is less than. Oh,
oh,
no, he
that's
lost
gonna
the
cost him the
car.
lap.
That'd be it.
Yeah, he knows that he comes into the pits too. Yeah,
That's
damn.
unfortunate. So that looks like unless Fluxy can put something together here in this. No, he's not on a push lap.
Yeah,
Nordal
no, Flix doesn't
just
have the
jumped up to
fuel.
P6 and
I
Husey
think
P4.
that's it. I think that's everyone now.
Yeah, I believe so.
JJ made it across the. What's going on with JJ? He doesn't have the checkered flag for me, but I thought he definitely should have got the checkered flag when he crossed the line.
I think he may have finished his flyer just before qualifying finished.
Oh, okay. He's coming
Yeah,
into the
he
pits.
did because he's coming into the pits.
Yeah, cool. So
Just
that'll
to
end it.
note there, Husey jumped up into P4 and Nordal P6 at the end there. That's quite a finish. And probably not where Buster hoped to be after being on provisional pole through those first banker
Yeah,
laps. Ended
he
up
set a
P10.
really good opening lap, hey, and then just for whatever reason, not sure, was unable to sort of get it to work throughout the rest of the session. So there you go, guys. There's the grid. We've got JJ in the Haas in P1, private grid. followed by Drix making up the front row. Then we've got Lemon and Husey, Hugh and Nordal, Fluxy and Fluxy and Kyle, 33 Evis and Buster, Swagbad, Liquefied, Grovesy, Vexation, King Cairo, Tico, Mo and Bassink, Mickey DeWiz, and Valhalla making up our grid. So that's actually a pretty big split. So P20 is 2.6 seconds off the front.
Yeah, right.
But we're within a second down to about 16th.
Yeah, it's 2/10, just over 2/10 back to about 7th or 8th position. So it's going to be very close up the front there.
Alright, so there we go, guys. It doesn't look like it's raining at the start of the race, at least from the pit lane camera. And so hopefully we have a clean sort of first little bit. Oh, is there no formation? 5 red lights?
5 red lights? What happened
Oh,
here?
and we're going!
Total?
No formation lap!
Oh
Oof.
dear, someone has drastically
Let's go.
forgotten to put that on.
Down into turn 1. No contact so far. Is anyone going to make a move up the inside? It looks like the Ferrari thinks about it, but doesn't. Red Bulls go side by side. No contact there. Looks okay.
Oh, look at the massive cars back behind the 2 Red Bulls there. There's a few going too wide into
Oh,
this
Fluxy
car.
spins!
Oh, the big
Someone gets wing
squeeze.
damage. Oh no. That's
Oh,
horrible.
no,
Poor
for
Fluxy.
Oh, he's going to be gutted with that.
I see Mo and Buster going side by side there through turn 3. Oh, a couple people side by side through turn 4. Mo spins around. Tries to go side by side turn 4 and ends up spinning. Where else?
Oh,
Anyone
there's
making moves in the
cars.
chicane?
Well, there's 2 wide in the chicane between.
Yeah, Buster
Prodigy
and someone, I think it was.
Oh,
Lemon.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Lemon is going really, really slow. It looks like he may have actually picked up damage.
It looks like King Cairo and Vexation just had possibly a little bit of... Oh, as Grosy runs really wide too. Wow, this is a very action-packed lap 1. There's 35 laps, boys. The 2 Alpines going side by side.
3 wide on the entry to the second last corner there. Rosie, Cairo, and Vexation. Vexation going into the pits. Same with Lemon. They must have got damage.
I think they all got
Kyle,
damage there.
Swag Bad.
Lemon's going to
people
be
pitting.
upset with that first lap.
Yeah, a lot of people pitting.
As Vexation gets that 5-second penalty speeding in the pit
Oh,
lane.
no, that's a rough one.
Yeah, that's a hard one to get.
Especially if you pick up that front wing damage, you can't trust the pit entry line.
Yeah, the racing
For your
line
for your braking
throws
as
you
well.
off. Yeah. So notice we got 2 drivers here on the hard tyres from the start of the race. Interesting choice.
Yeah, that's a very interesting choice, but
Get the tyres up on the stream there. Yeah, that's very interesting to see. Who's a Bassinch and
yeah,
Mo
Bassink
Ryan.
and Mo. So Mo had he had a little bit of a spin there through turn 4 when he tried to go too wide. Bassink seemed to have a pretty clean start for the most part, and
Yeah,
if he
looks
can
like
if he can manage to stay with the medium runners, he'll be looking really, really well here.
He's actually, it'd be interesting to bring up the positions game, because I think Bassinch, through all that carnage, has kept clean and made a great bunch of positions up on
He's
that first
up
lap.
9. Which
Yeah,
is
wow.
real good stuff.
On the hard tyre.
Look at that race pace by Buster. 1:18.7 already. On lap
Second
3.
Lap of race.
Yeah,
Wow,
lap 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's
a very quick time.
that's pretty rapid. Yeah. What's is he juicing for that? Like, what's the batteries like for these guys?
He's at 70,
It's not too bad.
75. Are we? Yeah, we're an open league here. We give away this data.
Yeah,
Free
yeah,
data.
we do. I mean, it's on the screen. It's on the screen, so anyone watching the stream
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah, so yeah, Buster's about 70%. So I'd say he hasn't actually juiced super hard for
Oh,
that either.
DNF by Kinkaro.
Oh no, he's gonna be gutted with that.
Entrance of
What's
turn
happened there?
5. And Swag is DNF'd too. We didn't
I
even catch
didn't.
that one. And
Oh
Mo,
wow, we did not.
Mo has
Oh
just
right.
put himself straight into the wall for some particular reason. Not sure why he decided to
Oh,
do that.
did something happen between Kinkara and Fluxy? Fluxy has. Oh no, Fluxy has no
No,
front wings. So something happened further back
I
there.
don't think, yeah, that wasn't anywhere near Kinkaro there.
We've got our
There's
first
the
safety
safety.
car for the race.
Lap 3. So it's,
Wow, that's early.
unfortunately, it's a bit early for these soft runners to really want to pit, but they probably still will anyway.
I'd assume most of them will jump in. It looks like JJ Drix and Husey on the softs are staying out. So, I mean, it's a hard gamble here. You can't, unless you go to the hards, you got to kind of gamble the mediums and hope for another safety car.
Yeah, like the hards can go to the end from here, but
Yeah, they can.
it's gonna be rough because then if another safety car comes out, like you may as well have been on the mediums anyway. But the mediums
Yeah,
can't make it to the end here. At least I don't think it'd be
not
worth
from
trying.
here. I think you could, but they are gonna be screaming. We saw the pace really drop off yesterday at around lap 20, lap 22 on those meds. They were just uncompetitive. So
We got
you gotta.
Mo in chat says that his controller broke and he literally couldn't brake. So that's really unfortunate for him. That's
That's why he went straight on.
yeah. I got
Yeah,
a feel for
quite
Mo because that's
unfortunate.
like not under his control at all, and that's just ruined
Yeah,
obviously his DNF. So
I think a lot of us have ran into a bit of technological issues before, and it's always very upsetting to get on the other end of that.
it's a shame we didn't catch Swag's DNF at all. 'Cause
Yeah,
with all that action of Kinkairo's DNF and then Mo's DNF and Swag DNF
I got to
somewhere stole
assume
it too.
looking at the tires, it must have been lap one, right? He's on 0 lap old softs.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless he was was he one of the ones that picked up damage? Bassing just DNF'd under safety.
Oh no, he was
Where
running such a.
even was that?
We can't. I'm gonna flick back to Lemon, see if we can have a look.
I can't even see where that is.
Wait, no.
Normal's DNF'd under safety. What is happening?
What is happening? Are we getting uh
Everyone's leaving. Is
lobby?
the lobby bugged?
Yeah, I think the lobby's bugged. Cause
Just let me check my Discord real quick, guys, to confirm what's going on. Just stand with us for 1 second, guys. We'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, we are just going to end the stream really, really quickly. There is a full race restart being conducted, so we're going to end the stream and grab the grid from the end of qualifying to set up the new race. We will be back with you very shortly, so please don't go anywhere. Thank you.